Hey guys, this is Stuart with another Ultimate Rev Share video. In this video, I want to give you guys a strategy on how you can start earning $1,300 a month starting in about 105 days. Now, the program is called Ultimate Rev Share, and I'm on the homepage of the program, and I want to give you guys a few highlights first and then get into the strategy after. Okay, so let's go right into the shares. Okay, some programs call them media packs, some call them shares. In this program, they're called media packs. All right, there are 6 levels of packs starting from $1 up to $40. They expire at different rates. The $1 pack expires at 110%, all the way up to the elite $40 pack expires at 135%. There's a 50-50 repurchase rule, meaning half your earnings go right into a repurchase balance. The rest go into a cash balance. Now, this is what's exciting. This is what got me looking at this program. Right here, the returns, the daily returns. In the starter pack, they pay up to 12%. The advanced pays 10%. The expert pays 8% a day. The pro pays 6%. VIP pays 4%. The elite pays 3%. Now, if you average that together, it's about 8%, 7 or 8% per day, which is phenomenal. All right, to be honest, this is what got me looking hard at this program. Now, most of the time, I do not join programs with such high daily returns. I mean, there's a program right now with high returns that are having a hard time to pay their members. And it makes sense. Unless you have an external source of revenue coming into the program is 100% relying on new members feeding the old members. Okay, so if there are more withdrawal requests than funds coming into the program, obviously the program is going to have a hard time paying the members. Just makes mathematical sense, right? Well, this program has implemented a couple features to eliminate that from happening. All right, and I'm going to show you here in a minute what those features are. So let's go to the Facebook page. This is a Facebook group. It's called Ultimate Rev Share. You can just type it in Facebook. I'd recommend you guys going to the group, looking around. You know, there's a lot of questions that people ask, and a very responsive, very supportive group. It has some of the best support out of any Rev Share that I've been in. All right, so let's go right into it. The component is right here. All right, yesterday or a couple days ago, they have implemented a cap. All right, there's a cap on earnings, $6,000 cap. Now you might think that's, well, I don't want to join that when it has a cap, but just let me go into a little further. All right, the maximum amount that you can deposit is $2,000. Now in this strategy that I want to show you, you can make this profit, which is $4,000. $2,000 from $6,000 is $4,000 profit in about 105 days, which is around $1,300 a month, which is pretty good in my books, right? If you guys can earn $1,300 a month, I think most people would be happy with that. Now, the reason why this will make this long-term and stable is because just think about it. If you're getting into the program and, okay, let's take an example. I'm in another Rev Share called My Advertising Pays. I'm currently earning $1,300 a month from that program. Every month I'm earning $1,300 a month. I'm maintaining my packs at $1,300 a month, and I'm able to pull that out month in, month out for the life of that program. Now, the program, I'm not putting any more funds into the program. So that program is relying 100% on new members. All right, not on the old members, but the new members. All right, this is totally different. All right, now when you get to 6,000, an old member, if they want to continue with the program, they have to inject new funds into the program. All right, and I don't see why you wouldn't. If you're making $4,000 every 3 months or so, I'd do that all day long. You know, you put in 2 and you get back 6,000. I mean, that's ridiculous. Of course you would. All right, so this is another reason why this is going to make this a long-term, stable program. All right, I didn't even mention they also have an external traffic. You can buy traffic All right, they have traffic packages for our members. I bought traffic. You can buy 10,000 targeted leads. Actually, I'm not sure if they're leads, clicks, or impressions, but you can buy that for $9.95. And I've done that, and I've gotten leads for some other programs. Okay, so this is an external revenue source, which will also make this stable. All right, so let's get right into the strategy, and then you guys can decide for yourself or dig into this a little deeper. All right, so I'm here on with the calculator, and just to make this easy math, and this is the strategy. All right, because when I get into a program, I want to know the max I can pull out and the fastest that I can do it in. All right, so I just told you that the maximum you can deposit is $2,000. All right, and I've already done the numbers in here, so I've already taken out $6,000. I just want to show you where you start. All right, so on day one, you deposit $2,000. Now, as you can see here, it's obviously buying media packs, buying starter packs, advanced, experts, and pros. As you can see here, you're making $168 on day two, and you're using all that obviously to repurchase more packs. All right, down through the days. All right, you can see when they expire, you're buying more. You're buying more packs. Right, this is why, you know, from day 10 to day 11, it's not a big jump because you have to replace all these starter packs. All right, so as you can see here, this column right here is your account balance before buying ad packs. All right, so obviously it's slowly going up. All right, now starting here on day 32, you can start pulling out $100 a day for a few days in a row, and then you take a few days off. And as you can see here, in able to pull out $100 a day, you need at least $200 in your balance, 100 in your cash, obviously, and 100 in your repurchase. All right, so as with this at 261, you can take out 100. All right, so you can do that 4 days in a row. All right, so take 2 days off, you let this build up a bit, and you take $100 for the next 5 days, and so on, and so on, and so on. 2 days off. As you can see here, maintaining your balance well over the $200 mark. All right, all the way down to where you can start pulling out maybe $120 a day, which is the maximum you can withdraw per day. All right, maintaining your balance over 200. Now it has to be over $240. All right, so you're maintaining that limit so you can take out the 120 per day here, 120 per day. All the way down to day 106, which would make it $6,000, and then you could start all over again. Hopefully, if you're taking out $6,000, you put a little of that money away, maybe back into your Payza account of $2,000, and now you're injecting $2,000 back into the program, making this stable for everybody. All right, so this is an exciting feature that will make this, one of the best rev shares of 2016 and beyond. All right, there's let's go back here to the stats. At this time, there's only 4,000 members in the program. But in the last couple of days, there's been about 800 people joining, all right, because they see the potential with this. And just like myself, they are seeing the high rate of returns, and it's attracting a lot of members, and for good reason, guys. This is going to be an awesome program. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to get back to me or get back to the person maybe that sent you this video, and let's rock and roll with this program. And like always, guys, have an awesome day, and thanks for watching.